Hello, everybody, and welcome to an exciting new Marvel. I was going to say Arkham Horror video. I do not make Arkham Horror videos. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Saturday Morning Champions. As we are making our way through just content, and we have two new Thunderbolts, Joystick and Atlas, for the Thunderbolt scenario. So we are going to be sticking them all together into a deck and really just trying them out. There we go. And yeah, also I will say that I have the winning hand custom art for Thor. I'm going to do a video probably next week where I just go over the pieces of custom art that I got while I was at Con of Heroes 2025. It's probably gonna be a very short, like 9-minute video, so I wasn't prioritizing it over other things. But let's get everything shuffled up, and then we are going to randomly pick a Thunderbolt to fight, and we're gonna do the Thunderbolt scenario. Odd, even. Even. Okay, so we're going up against Atlas. Go up there. All right. Odin's son, aka Thor, who cares about fighting minions, and unfortunately, to our benefit, the main scheme does say that the Thunderbolt up here. Basically, Thor is going to benefit from this scenario because we can attack a Thunderbolt to have it engage us. Also, this environment will be swapping Thunderbolts, so the one that they're still in play basically will go from unengaged over here to engaged, depending on the circumstances. We're playing with standard 3, and then Citizen V is just sort of like hanging out. There is a chance that he might attack us or scheme against us for the most part until we defeat one of these and put them into the victory display. We can't defeat Citizen V. As other things come up, we will certainly be explaining what's going on here, but we've got Atlas, who's got 18 health, and we've got Joystick, who's got 17 health, and I think those are probably some of the highest. I feel like the ones that came in the box were like 12 and 14, so this is going to be an uphill battle, but Thor can deal the damage, so let's get to it. Let's do the opening hand. Obviously, Citizen V has his health up here, but we're not going to worry about that right now because I might put some overkill damage onto him, but for the most part, I'm going to be focusing on trying to take these two out in rapid succession, or at least one of them rapid succession. I'm thinking I did not. Yeah, I'm going to shuffle this up again. I think I didn't think I had this deconstructed, but since I drew all of my identity specific cards, that tells me that maybe I didn't actually shuffle this up. This was the deck that I brought to Con of Heroes and played in the Loki scenario. It wasn't designed for that, but it was what I had for that scenario. It is an aggression Thor deck. I haven't unsleeved it and put it into the clear sleeves yet, just because, I don't know. I have obviously been making content, but I have not been concerned about getting everything just kind of deboxed in some case. Okay, so being very familiar. Okay, so all right, so Hammer Throw is definitely going to be good. I don't know that I'm going to prioritize it. I think these two are going to be what I want the most. And then I think the other thing to keep in mind is that, so we'll have this, we're going to be using one card that we have in our hand to play out Mjolnir. That would also mean that basically, let's say we have Mjolnir, then we can't play anything else. So I can see a use for soaring acrobatics, but I don't know that that's something I'm going to prioritize. I'm trying to think. I think I only have one copy, so we are just sort of like throwing it by the wayside. But we have combat training, so what I care about the most is already going to be boosted. So let's just draw 3 more cards, finish our mulligan here. Valkyrie, body charge, and Angela. This actually works out pretty well because Angela can come down for free. Oh, actually, Angela's not good in this because there's only one minion in there. So I actually should. I also did not tech for this scenario. I just sort of took an aggression deck and said, this is what we're going to do. So this will probably be what I Mjolnir for. Yeah, let's get into it. All right, so we're going to use his ability to go find Mjolnir. Wow, okay. Well, so Mjolnir was all the way at the bottom. Yeah, this does have some of the aerial shenanigans. I don't think I have Hone Technique in here, only because I was... Well, actually, now that I think about it, this might not be the best deck to be running, because I imagine that I teched this deck a little bit to be good in multiplayer, but I guess that's besides the point. I'd like to take out Atlas as quickly as possible, because he's only going to get more health every turn. The other threat here is that when he moves up here, he's going to gain his growth counter, so he's going to get 2 more health. Plus, this is going to heal him. Oh, did I? This is supposed to be flipped over. Okay, so yeah, they'll be healing up 1 damage per player. Yeah, okay, so he's going to be getting back quite a bit of life. And he's just going to be hard to take down, and so I think that concentrating on defeating Atlas is probably going to be the top concern. So let's get down Mjolnir. Actually, I can probably scoop this up. Okay. And let's just swap these so that... with these two flopping, switching around, we'll figure out a way to kind of cleanly get them moving around. Maybe... I don't know. We'll worry about the organization later. All right, so then we will do that for combat training. So now I've got a base attack of 4, and I got nothing else to do. So let me just make sure. So they have guard. I should make sure I have that. I guess that's another factor. Is overkill damage will certainly hit Citizen V, but the overkill will only matter because I will have taken out one of the Thunderbolt minions. So I guess the cleanest thing to do would be just put 4 damage here. Obviously, he's going to absorb some of that, but at least we've moved forward. I don't care about these other 2 cards. They're not doing anything, and I kind of want to draw as much as I can. So let's just ready back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I feel pretty good about this. Another sign that this was built for multiplayer is I have multiple copies of combat training in the deck. So I'm going to get a growth counter, which means he has an additional 2 hit points. So now he has 20 hit points. Let's handle this as quickly as possible. All right, so this goes up. He doesn't do anything because when Citizen V would activate against you during step 2 of the villain phase, if you are engaged with a Thunderbolt minion, Citizen V does not activate and heals 4 damage instead. And then Atlas will attack me for 3. And am I concerned at all? I am just going to take it. He is villainous. I'll go down to 9. All right, and then let's see here. Then my encounter card is Sinister Strikes. We are in hero form. Put a pursuit counter on to Pursued by the Past. Then, if there are any counters on it, which there are, the villain attacks me. So the villain is attacking for 2. Again, I am not concerned. So 2, 3, go down to 6. Okay, so I did take quite a bit of damage. Then this flips over, and I get engaged with joystick. My hope is that this constant engaging will mean that I am playing with a very healthy hand the entire game. All right, so well, these are just resources in my hand. So let me think here. I could play out Ironheart, and then I would like to pitch back. I don't see this as a scenario where I am taking out joystick right now. She activates against you, give her either an additional boost card or a tough status. So Ironheart would be out in play. I would draw another card. I'd have a mystery card. From there, I could pitch back and play out the Bifrost. Do I want the 5 extra hit points? I feel like I do want the 5 extra hit points. So maybe what happens is I play out this, pitch back hangs out, Yeah, well, having this just as a way to block joystick, I think is going to also be important. So yeah, let's do that. So we are going to play out Ironheart, playing with the 2 combat trainings. We're going to draw a card. Hammer thrower, does that change anything? I mean, putting 8 of the 17 damage on is probably not the biggest. So that would be 8, 11, 12 damage. That's actually a lot of damage. I think what I'd like to do is I need to get down the helmet just to give me the extra health. So I go up to 11. I do think playing for the long game is probably very important. I could rush this down. We've got allies with, we've got minions with so much health that I feel like we can't really afford to do that. So I'm going to put 4 damage on to joystick. And this is of 11. Am I concerned about that right now? I'm going to just take 1 off. Put a damage here. I know Ironheart's just going to go away. So I'm going to keep pitch back just because I know that I'm going to be drawing a lot of cards. So ready, back up. 1, 2, 3. All right. So yeah, I probably should have teched for this scenario a little bit more, because something like follow through is also not going to do a whole lot in a scenario where we have minions with such high health. But you know what? You learn these lessons. You learn to maybe not bring a multiplayer deck to a single player scenario. All right, so this bumps up. No, it doesn't do anything. She attacks. I'm going to give her the 2 boost because Ironheart's going to defend, and I feel pretty confident that she's not going to get overkill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ironheart is long since gone. Yeah, there's nothing. Hate to assume that there's nothing that's going to do that. Okay, so then encounter card is Energy Truncheon. So attached to joystick, otherwise attached to the villain. Her attacks gain piercing. Hero action. Attached enemy attacks you. After this attack, discard this card and draw a card. Alright, so she's got +1 attack. Then she heals up. Oh, he also gets a thing. So he now he has 22 health. Alright, but at the same time, okay, so we need to do, I want to just dump as much damage on him as I can. Alright, so, oh, then I get to draw 2 cards because I got engaged with. Okay, so I could dive bomb. 7 damage to an enemy plus 7 to 1 damage to each other enemy. Or I could just attack and basically hit Atlas for 12. Okay, so I think what's important. Oh, also getting out. Okay, actually, let me think that through. So if I attack for 4, then I Lady Sift, I can attack for another 4. +2. I should probably go down to Alter Ego at some point. And now might be the time, because he has 0 scheme, and this might be the best chance to sort of get a better hand. I suppose that's kind of not a thing in this scenario, because he draws 2 cards. We're looking at a very bountiful hand every turn. I'd like to have God of Thunder just as another thing. So 4, 8 versus 12. Okay, so what I'm going to do to preserve my health is I'm going to play out God of Thunder, Pain with these 2. I hope this all works out. Okay, so attack for 4. Okay, actually, we're going to do this because he has so much health. Okay, so attack for 4. So it goes up to 7. Then 2 pitchbacks, so another 8. That puts him to, he's got 15 damage on him. Just so that it's readable by everybody watching. So he's got 15 damage on him. Haven't had to use these in quite a long time. All right, so do that. Then I'm going to flip down to Alter Ego just to avoid taking a bunch of damage. We'll ready back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Defender of the Nine Realms is all it's going to do. It's going to probably counteract the scheming that's going to happen next turn, and it's going to get me that other Thunderbolt minion. All right, so it's 3, so 24 health. I think that, so we don't really care about the overkill, and with the boost, that means that 9 is where I overkill with this, but really for the most part, I think we can take out Atlas next turn with full body charge. So let's bump this up to 3. Then he will scheme a base of 0 in 1. That was the best case scenario for me, I think. Oh, okay, wait, because he's gonna move over. I don't know that I'm concerned about that. I think. Okay, so he's gonna have 1 less. He's gonna have 14 health, 14 hit points, or sorry, 14 damage on him of his 24. Do I see? Oh, I can easily deal 10 damage. Okay, so we are gonna still have joystick on us, but I think we will be fine. Oh. So that means, well, I was going to probably get rid of Defender of the Nine Realms anyway, but now it's an even more dead card. Okay, so Jolt, 1 scheme, 1 attack, Thunderbolt minion, not elite, but I think that doesn't matter. That's just this. Yeah, that engage with, yep. Okay, so we do have to get rid of this, but 5 health. When defeated, place 3 threat on the main scheme. Hero action, exhaust your hero, place 1 parlay counter on Jolt. If there are 3 or more parlay counters here, remove Jolt from the game. She is not defeated. But she's got guard, correct? Each minion. Okay, so she does have guard, so we do have to deal with her. But she is the end of the round. Attach the minion with the most damage. Oh, most damage. Okay, not the least remaining health. Okay, so, but we can get into a situation where Jolt is. I don't know. We'll cross all those bridges when we get to it. But either way, let's put. I didn't put guard on both of these guys. Guard's there. Guard there, just as a reminder. Okay, then 14 damage on him. Joystick comes in, engages me. All right, so I need to get rid of. I think Atlas this turn. We're gonna work towards that. Okay, so yeah, I guess I don't see a reason why I need to necessarily heal up. I think I can just weather the storm. So we're gonna flip over. And after a player attacks the Thunderbolt. So actually, okay, we'll do that. So attack for 4. So it's 8. So he was at 14. He now is at 18. And then I just need to put 6 more damage through, which the full body charge will absolutely do. But I engage, so I draw 2 cards. Helicarrier. Okay, do I? I have no. I mean, I have this. Wow, Lightning Strike is just not a thing for this particular game. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to full body charge Atlas. Pain with 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually, when I was in Alter Ego, I had this. Is there something I would have wanted to bring back with the Asgard trait? Maybe Lady Sif. Put it into your hand. Throg wouldn't have been the worst thing. Okay, I missed it. I'm not too concerned. It wasn't the top priority, but okay, so 4 full body charge, does not have overkill, so it just deals 8, but defeats Atlas. Correct, so he was at 14, went up to 18. Yeah, so it is a little bit of overkill in the most exact way, but Atlas is now out of here. We do not need to worry about his side scheme coming into play and just ruining us. If that is a alternate lose condition, which I'm all for. It's just you have to be prepared for it. All right, then at this point we've already flipped over, so we can't do that. And I have no other way to actually. I should have considered that. Any of these cards, things I could have done. No, I mean I guess I could have done Defender of the Nine Realms. Wouldn't have hit anything, and I would have just given myself an acceleration token. That's not something I need. I do not need an acceleration token right now. I do go back to this, but at the same time, I would have gotten. Well, I guess I could have gotten Throg. It was a misplay. Could have played it better. Obviously, it's not changing the game too much, but I feel like I've moved past that, and I should have considered that before I flipped over. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drop our hand. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I like this. Hammer throw through Jolt to get the damage started. Obviously, we're going to put 3 threat here. So that, okay, let me just think that through. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. We are probably going to be exhausted. Actually, do I care? No, I don't think it's going to be too bad. Okay, so we're going to have this bump up to 5. He doesn't do anything. Jolt attacks me. 1 with the Villainous. Three puts me down to 8. And then Joystick. I'm going to give her a tough. Because she's just going to go back up here and just hang out there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get down to 4. Thank you. Right, then my counter card is Dark Designs. Put a pursuit counter on to Pursued by the Past. Then, if there aren't any counters, the villain schemes. Okay, so he's scheming for 2. This could. I don't think I can lose here, but this is definitely something to keep in mind. 2, 3, 4. All right. So 9. We need to get this all sorted out very quickly. And then this Joystick heals up, but Joystick is now just back here doing nothing. She's not gonna fall off. So wait. So I can't defeat Jolt, because Jolt will put extra threat here. It does change things. Okay, so let me think this through. Could I attack Joystick to draw extra cards? Is that worthwhile? Don't think it is. Hammer throw. 3 damage goes over, but then threat goes up, and we need to address the threat now. Exhaust, so I could thwart for 2. I think that's the best route here. So do these 2 for God of Thunder. Get my resource generators out. Exhaust both of them for Soaring Acrobatics. This is not solving any problems, but then if we flip down, so this is going to get 1, it's going to go back up to 8, then we would have to hit 3 boost icons to have Jolt scheme us out. It's either that or we hit another, like, the villain schemes. And the only thing I can think of is there is Citizen V's sword that I think makes him activate. But I think we just need to... Do I care? If I defend, then I can't use Thor to do anything. I really just need to like find an opening. And okay, so if let's hypothetically, if I flip down, this goes back up to 8. Like I said, either the villain schemes or Jolt just hitting a big enough boost icons would just defeat me. But that's okay. But that's true just for the fact that she could just hit a bunch of boost icons and attack me and kill me. I do think that might be the best course of action, but I would have to defend. I would defend, which means I'm exhausted. So short of drawing into some way to get Lady Sif back, I don't really have a ready. I don't know off the top of my head if I have like limitless stamina. So this, search your deck for an Asgard ally. Yeah, I might have put myself into a bit of a situation here where I kind of am, the catch-22. Because I don't think I can go the route of parlay. No, one, okay. I couldn't have gone the route of parlay just for the fact that this was high enough that like I was threatening to just threat out anyway. So I think what we're going to do is I think we just have to play the long game here. It's possible that one of the answers is to just let Joystick heal all the way up and have Jolt go to the backup. That way, I mean, the problem is then you got 17 damage through Joystick. That is just going to be a mess. But okay, we are just going to play this out. I don't expect this to be like the most perfect game, but we are about to go through our deck too, so it's possible that. Well, we'll see. Lightning Strike, Asgard, Follow Through, Dive Bomb, Pitch Back. Oh, that's one too many cards. Okay. So, does that change anything? Dive Bomb. 7 here. Not overkill, but 7. Put 1 on Citizen V. I feel like we just need to get that opening where we can just defeat Citizen V. Like just knock out Jolt. Be safe. Oh yeah, this is going to take a little bit of finessing, I think. So let's move to the villain phase. Bumps up. Goes to attack. I think I have to defend. Defend for 2. That was a good call. Okay, so attacks me for a total of 4. Go down to 2. Ugh. Okay. Then my counter card is, this could. We're kind of dancing on knife's edge here. Innocent bystanders. Put 4 bystander counters on. After you attack an enemy or an enemy attacks you, either spend a resource of any type or place 1 threat on the main scheme, 2 threat instead. If you're in expert mode, remove 1 bystander counter from here. Okay, so that's not the worst. This does complicate things just a little bit, but let me think here. Okay, so it's also possible to. This heals. Okay, so I suppose if we put enough damage onto Jolt, because it's the character with the most damage on. So if we put 4, this moves over, and we avoid. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we actually might be at a point here where we're just going to lose because, well, okay, first of all, let's not overlook the fact that If she had schemed, we would have schemed out. So that was actually a good call. Let's take our victories where we can. Let me think here. So we are going to, if I do for Asgard, that gets me into like normal hero stats. But if I flip down, I think flip down is the only way that I'm going to stay alive though, because another attack, like I can't sit here and just keep defending for the rest of the game. Yeah. Play out Asgard. And I could have used this to actually defend for an extra 1. I have to risk it. I need to be able to recover some health. The hand size is going to be good. Okay, so we drop to 6. These 4. Dive bomb. All right. Counter card. Yeah, this could be the end. I know we've been running for quite a bit of time now, and actually, there's probably a healthy amount of dead space that is in all this, but this could very well be the end of the game very quickly. Oh yes, and so we have hand size of 5, 6. Okay. So. Yeah, anything that would just be like putting the assault key. Well, no, I can't put the assault keyword on too. Whatever. Probably switching over to Justice wouldn't have been the worst thing, and I could have used some of the Black Panther cards, like the turn a minion into a friend. Okay, so go up to 9. Scheming for 0. Go to 10. Okay. Just can't be a card that makes the villain activate. Invulnerable place. 1 additional threat here. Okay. Yeah, I think that might just be it. I can't interact with the main scheme. Okay. And attached joystick. Otherwise attached. Okay. And she heals up. Okay. I don't know. I legitimately do not think that I can win from this position. Thor scheming or thwarting for 5, and then anything else just seems like an impossibility. So this is, if I defeat her, we scheme out. Yeah, I think I just had to call it. Probably should have picked a different aspect, but I thought, you know what, let's try this out, because I did Domino aggression and did fine. Domino has more tools and has the ability to thwart pretty well. This and admittedly, I also did the poor job of picking a deck that was teched for multiplayer. But yeah, that is Thor playing through the Thunderbolts scenario and trying his best. Did not work out today, but maybe I will return to this. We'll pick random Thunderbolts at a future week. I love this scenario, so I will gladly do that, and I'll just tech a little bit more for it. Not have a deck that just cannot handle threat at all. But thank you for your time. Have a great day, and remember, you are doing great. Keep it up.